There's a water outage. Yeah. There's a water outage, and the water's not supposed to come back on until between noon now and like 3. And all I want in life is to wash my greasy fucking face. I hit my cold sore and it popped it. I'm disgusting. I know. I'm getting ready to take D to that appointment today. All I want in life right now, all I want in life is just to wash my greasy fucking oily ass face. That's all I want. I just want to scrape the shit off my face. And those eyebrows that I was so very elegantly wiping off when we first started talking are from yesterday. They're from yesterday. What if I hide in the bathroom at this appointment and brush my teeth in their sink? I never in my life wanted to brush my teeth so badly and wash my face and take a shower and do all these things just simply because I can't. Simply because I can't do it. It's like whenever your electric goes off and all you want to do is use your electric. You walk into a room and you go to flip on the light and the light doesn't flip on and you're like, I swear to fucking God. Also, I didn't want to talk about this on here. I can't get over my mouth. Ow. Anyways, I didn't want to talk about this on here, but I'm tired of messing with my shirt. Like, I felt like I was watching back my vlog from yesterday. I was like, girl, somebody's going to be like, what are you hiding? So I fumbled with a knife at work. And rather than just letting it fall, I tried to catch it and I got myself perfect in the chest. It's not long, but it is deep. And I'm quite sore. And this happened days ago. And I do mean days ago. So I'm very sore. And why did you let me poke it like that? Because that really hurt. But that's what it is. I stabbed myself in the chest at work, fumbling with a knife. So, yeah, I didn't want to have to talk about it on here. I didn't want to have to explain it because that's so fucking stupid. That's so fucking stupid. And when, it was one of those deeply to the fucking core of my spirit, of my being, of my fucking energy. One of those only fucking me moments. Bitch, only fucking you. Anyways. This is definitely the first time in the history of this channel that I have done something and been so fucking embarrassed and I felt so fucking stupid for it that I didn't tell you guys about it. And I was like, I'm just going to try to hide it. And then I was watching my vlog back yesterday and I'm like, bitch, people are going to be like, why are you keep looking at your chest and pulling up your shirt? Because that's the first time I feel so fucking stupid, like, that I was embarrassed. That I was embarrassed to tell you guys what I did, but that's what happened. Welcome to me being me. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Do I look cute? Okay, before we get into the appointment, I have to tell you something. There is a woman on TikTok that is very angry with me because this lady made a TikTok. She has this big, wild, beautiful, red curly hair. And she made a TikTok and this lady was mean to her in the comments. So I told her that she looks like a fart. I clicked her profile and every single one of her videos are at this angle. But it's more like this. You know what I mean? Like an old man taking a picture in his truck for his profile picture. That's the angle of all of her videos. I said, you look like a fart. Because she does. A smelly fucking old man fart. Be mean to people for no reason. Jealous! So anyways, the appointment went extremely well. I originally thought that the therapist that was going to see D was a man. It actually ended up being a woman, and I think she was like younger than me, which is fine. But she was super, super nice. She wanted me to be in the room, which I was nervous about because I felt like I didn't want him to like feel like he couldn't say things or speak openly and freely because I'm there. I didn't want him to think, oh, if I answer this honestly or that honestly, that I'm going to get in trouble. You know what I mean? But she said like the first visit is just like a initial questions and then like whatever conversation comes from that. And it was all just like basic stuff. But anyways, the end of it was we ended up spending 2 hours there. And we have come to the conclusion that he will be going to therapy once every 2 weeks. But she ran through this list of things criteria that you have to meet for an ADHD diagnosis. And she said, your son doesn't meet any of them. Basically, she thinks that the school needs to do better with handling his autism. My son does have a 504 in place, but she said 504s are more for physical disabilities than anything else. She said he needs a separate IEP in place for his autism because when he's not at school, he's a very chill kid. He never gets angry or anything like that. She said this is just straight up, like, this is just him being autistic. This is just him being autistic. He doesn't have any symptoms of ADHD. None that don't automatically overlap with autism. But the fact that this only happens like at school and he never wants to go anywhere or do anything. Like if you'll notice, when I go out and I go places, I'm always with E. It's because D doesn't want to go. D wants to be home. He wants to, be in the living room playing. He wants to be in his playroom playing. He wants to be home where it's quiet. Because I told her, I said, my house is very quiet. I have a very, very like calm environment at home. And she said, I honestly think he's just overstimulated and it is causing him to lash out. And I agree. And, when you're overstimulated and you're angry and you're frustrated because you're overstimulated, it's hard to be able to focus to do your work. She said, I want to talk to them. I want to get an IEP put in place and I need them to do better with his autism. And this might make some people mad, but she said that oftentimes schools will look at ADHD as a cop-out for behavior that they don't like. That the explanation is that your child must have ADHD. No, he just has autism and everybody is so focused on his type 1 diabetes while he's at school that the fact that he needs accommodations for his autism outside of just a little more extra time to work, they've kind of fell to the side a lot with his teachers. So that's what she said. She said, I want to see him every 2 weeks and he can come in here and he can talk and we can learn coping skills and we can learn why we feel this way and how to handle it and things like that. And she said, and if he ends up not liking me or we don't click or whatever, he can have a new therapist. But I would love to see him every 2 weeks and I am going to tell the school, this little boy does not have ADHD. You just need to do better with his autism. And I agree. And his dad agrees and his grandmother agrees and Epps agrees. I did find out though, did I ever tell you guys a couple of years ago, E's grandma died and she was like my mother figure for a long time, from the age of like 18 up until she passed. And I never really processed it. I can't think about it too much because I'll lose my shit. And while we were in there talking to her, the therapist was like, has there ever been any traumatizing, things that have happened in your life? And he's like, what do you mean? And she said, anything that has ever happened to you that you feel like you can't move past, that you feel like kind of replays in your brain, that makes you sad, that makes you anxious, that makes you angry, just an event. And he started crying before he even said anything. And he said, when my grandma died 2 years ago, he never said a word to me about it. He never told me that he was struggling with it. He never told his dad. He never told his mama. He never told anybody. that he was struggling with this, and it is deeply affecting him. He started crying before he even told her what it was. And I'm so glad that he gets to have this new therapist to talk to about it, because grief will wreck your shit. Grief will wreck your shit. I know this. My life was destroyed by grief, and to feel such a deep grief at such a young age, I want him to be able to talk to somebody who can help him with it, because I sure as shit can't. I suck at grief. The amount of people that I've lost in my life, I don't know how to grieve, and I don't know how to grieve normal or healthy or anything like that. So I'm very thankful that he has her, and we already scheduled out for a few weeks, and yeah, it went great. I really like her. Dee really seems to like her. So yeah, that's how it went. It went great. Except for when we came home, he was eating some peanut butter crackers because he started to get hungry, and we're like 10 minutes from the house. And he was using his insulin pump to put in his carbs, and the motherfucker started wailing like a siren because the pump went bad. Well, we had changed it right before the house, and it went bad. There was probably like a kink in the cord or something, and it scared the absolute fuck and all out of him. I was like, Bubby, it emergency shut off, and I had to click a button on his receiver to like acknowledge it. I was like, Bubby, it's not going to like explode in your arm or anything like that. But that's the first time that has ever happened to us. So at least next time he'll be prepared. And I would have preferred if we wouldn't have been driving when it happened, because it was scary, but it scared the shit out of him. So because I worked my fucking ass off into mental and physical exhaustion this weekend, I paid down most of my afterpay. And now I'm sitting here like, what sounds really good and great and wonderful and fucking groovy? Charging that shit back up, doing it all over again. I've recovered from the mental and physical exhaustion, so I've forgotten about it, like giving birth, So now I'm like, but what if I go shopping? The worst fucking thing these bastards have done to me is make it so that I don't have to have a down payment for anything $300 and under. Yeah, I know. I've been using them for so long that my my spending limit is $2,000. And I don't have to have any down payments for anything that for any total $300 or less. My first down payment doesn't come for 2 weeks. That's where they fucking get me. So I'm sitting here looking at the Vampire Freaks website, the clothing website, because the social media site doesn't exist anymore. 50% sad because it was fun while it lasted. 50% like, okay, because it was like full of pervs and grooming and everything. I'm looking at the clearance section. There's a Mothman sweater that's really cute. Mothman's from where I'm from. Did you guys know that? The West Virginia legend of the Mothman, that's from where I'm from. It's $35, but I don't think that I would ever wear it. But I know a lot of people like that I know in real life that would rip their fucking teeth out for that. They sell a lot of brands that are sold out a lot, like Forest Inc. They have a lot of stuff by Forest Inc. that it's hard to catch on their website. It's tempting. Ooh, it's tempting. I want to try Forest Inc. so bad. Like, I want something from Forest Inc. so bad, but it's like every time. And I see them all over my Instagram feed because I follow them, and because a lot of people that I follow, like Emily, are always liking it. So it shows up in my feed even more. And I'm like immediately going to check, and they're always sold out. Like, I want this top so bad. But it would have to actually fit me to look good on me. And I don't think I'm a large, and I don't think I'm a 2X. So I just have to be without. Dark in Love is such a cute little brand, but I wish that they had more inclusive sizing. Like, I think their prices are not bad. Like, I don't think that their prices are bad at all. Like, I think they're honestly on the lower end of, like, goth clothing. But not a fan of how, like, their sizing sucks. I definitely couldn't fit, I don't think, anything that they wore. And it's one of those things that, like, I wouldn't want to chance it. I wouldn't want to buy something from them on, like, the off chance that I maybe might be able to fit into an extra large. I'm just really, really, really convinced that a lot of brands just don't like money. That's what I'm just convinced they just don't like money. Creepsville and Sourpuss are also two brands that they carry that I always can't ever find anything that I want because it's all sold out. Let me tell you something. As somebody that was a teen in the 2000s, and I mean I was a teen in the 2000s, it's actually wild to me when I'm on TikTok and I see people say that peak emo was like 2007 to 2014. I was not even aware that emo was still a thing, because in my head peak emo was, 2001 to 2006. It was not cool. New goth was not cool. Mall goth was not cool. Shopping at Hot Topic was an insult. Like, if somebody looked at you and they were like, I bet you got that at Hot Topic, that was the fattest, fucking, most cringy insult. I don't know if Hot Topic still sells Trip, like Trip NYC, the brand, but they used to sell Demanias and all kinds of cool shit. And it was like an insult to look like you bought your things at Hot Topic. And now it's like cool. Like, new goth is cool. It's wild to me. Being a Hot Topic goth, a mall goth, whatever, it was like an insult. And you know what's really crazy? Epps was watching this documentary a couple of months ago about Hot Topic and how people have said that they have sold out because they used to cater more to like punk and goth and emo culture. And now they're very like mainstream and like whatever is in pop culture, which there's nothing wrong with that. I love a lot of like very mainstream things. Fuck me up with some Harry Potter, you know what I mean? But Hot Topic was like, we never did that stuff. Oh, you bought a giant pair of black Demanias with red flames on them here in 2004? No, you didn't. That's so funny to me. Like, there's like, people were like, why did you sell out? Which honestly, who cares? And they were like, what do you mean? We didn't. I just think it's funny. They can do whatever they want. And people can shop wherever they want, spend their money wherever they want, put whatever they want on their body. But I just thought it was really funny how they were like, what are you talking about? No, shopping at Hot Topic used to be a source of bullying. Like, in and outside of, like, subcultures. It was a source of bullying. I don't really see anything that I'm, like, screaming and ripping my teeth out for. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really see anything that's, like, worth going into debt for on here right now. I looked at a couple different sites. Maybe my medication is working today. Maybe my medication is working today. Maybe my medication is saying, bitch, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Maybe. Epps brought me dinner and I suddenly remembered that I told a woman that she looks like a fart. I fucking regret nothing. I regret nothing. I hope you take that and you put it in your back pocket and you use it. I'm working really, really hard, like right now, right this second, on something that I really, really, really hope that it's for my members. I really hope that you guys like it. I really hope that you like it. Yeah, I hope that you guys like it. I'm working really hard on this. And I'm trying to get it up before it gets too late. But I gotta go. I'm working really hard. Okay, I really, really, really hope that you guys like what I just did. And I don't know. I hope that you like it. I'm nervous. I shouldn't be, but I am. I'm really nervous, honestly. I hope you guys like it. Don't pay attention to the fact that I still have Christmas wrapping paper beside me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.